All right, what's going on, family? We are here. We are here. I'm getting it together. I just got in the house. I got food in my teeth and the whole shebang. But I'm here. We're live right here on Ustream. So y'all don't mind me if I got food and stuff in my mouth, but I'm here. Drinking my Jamaican ginger beer. And ginger beer is non-alcoholic, by the way. I fell in love with these joints when I went to Jamaica. It's like ginger ale, basically. All right, but what's going on, family? We here. We are here. What's going on in the chat room? Got shit all in my teeth. All right, want to chop it up with the family. See how everybody's doing. Let the room get packed up a little bit. Tonight's show won't be a long show because I started late. It's 7:40. Well, it's 7:50 something now, LA time. So it's almost 11 o'clock on the East Coast. So I know a lot of people will be catching the playback of the show, but we're going to chop up some good game while I have you here. Let me do a real quick roll call for the room. Let me get my chat room situated. Let me see. We got Calvin Jordan, Jay, Game to Game, Joy, Lauderhill, All-Star, NYC the Kid, Little Richard. Yeah, I'm taking calls. Let me start taking calls in a second. So let the room get packed up. The people are coming in the room slowly but surely. Let me get the phone lines. Let me get my Skype cracking. All right. And it's getting kind of chilly out here, so Crispy got kids on. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about Crispy in a minute. By the way, new Crispy episode tonight. New Crispy episode for Halloween. We're doing this one for Halloween. All right? And then we always got trolls in the room, so that's not a big thing. Shout out to the people who sent me this shirt. This is a tight shirt. I get so many clothes, I forget who sent me stuff sometimes. But somebody sent this to my office. I can't think of the name of your company right now. I apologize, but these shirts are very, very nice. So if you're in the chat room, let me know what the name of your website is, because I can't recall it off the top of my dome. Oh, yeah, I got to do the 5150 show. My man Zoe, my man Corey. I got to do that. Shout out to Zoe. Zoe's my dude. Speaking of radio interview, I'm going to be on Big Boy's Neighborhood this week. Out here in LA, that's 92.3 The Real. I'm going to be up there Tuesday, but I'm thinking that they're going to tape the interview and play it the next day. Because I know Big Boy is on early in the morning, so I'm going to be on there at around 10 o'clock West Coast time. So that must mean we might be taping the show and they're going to play it Wednesday. So listen to Big Boy's show. I know I think he's syndicated nationally. Do you guys in other cities get Big Boy's Neighborhood? And me and Big Boy, we go back. That's my dude. That's my dude. Yeah, I chop it up with Angela Yee. I've been because I'm going out to New York to handle some business, so I do want to do the Breakfast Club while I'm out there. And I hollered at Yee. She hit me up about a month or so ago, but then I haven't heard back from her. So we're trying to see what's going on with that. Yeah, Fuzzy, that's my dude too. Fuzzy works with Dre. He's part of the LA Leakers. That's a DJ crew. Fuzzy's that dude. Fuzzy's the real deal. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Big Boy's the truth, man. I've been rocking with Big Boy for years, man. A lot of respect for Big Boy. Big Boy was one of the first people to actually put me on the radio to chop up game. Big Boy was one of the first people to put me on the radio like 15 years ago to chop up game. You dig? So I've been rocking with Big Boy for a minute. Yeah, now Angela Yee, when she did Lip Service, I was on her show a few times, so I like Angela Yee a lot. Yeah, I know iHeartRadio is, they own Power 105, I think. But yeah, me and Big Boy, we go back though. Yeah, Big Boy's a real good dude, real thorough dude. Yeah, I remember when I used to do his show. I mean, I think I did his show back in 2000. That's when the Art of Mackin first came out, and I was fresh off that street shit. Dude, I was coming up. I used to go up to the radio station with hustlers with me. You did. I used to come up in the station with like some hardcore street dudes with me. So I was still in it, getting out. You dig? So that's how far back I go with Big. Yeah, that's a good question. When am I going to write a book? I've been thinking about that. I've been so busy doing these films. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. And I got so many other entertainment, film and TV stuff that I'm getting done. I want to put together a television pilot with my own production company, because a lot of times when production companies hit me up about doing relationship stuff, it's always it's a lot of times it's kind of corny. So I got some that I'm putting together, and if on my players, if you're in LA, I might need y'all to be down to something called the Players Retreat, where we get like a mansion full of dudes and chicks and just make them step their game up. So I'll keep you guys posted on that, especially my LA folks. If you're in LA, especially if you are a behind the scenes person, holler at me so we can chop it up. If you're a writer, a showrunner, something like that, holler at me so we can politic and do business. The editing is going great with Hidden Colors 4. Right now, my editor just sent me the first, not the first cut, but because what we do, we get all the interviews, we figure out what we're going to use, then see how long that is, and then cut it down, and then start getting the B-roll footage, the pictures and the video, and all the other stuff to put on top of it. So right now, Hidden Colors 4, it's at 3 hours and I think 40 minutes right now. I think almost 4 hours, like 3 hours and 53 minutes. So I got to cut that down to 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I got to take an hour and like 20 minutes out of it. I got to take an hour and 20 minutes out. So I got to go through all the footage and take stuff out, but it's cool. Like I said, it's a tedious process. Combat Jack is a very good interviewer. Certain people are just good interviewers, man. Certain people are good interviewers. Combat Jack, he's a great interviewer because the thing is, a good interviewer knows the topics of the subject he's interviewing. You gotta have a certain respect for the people you interview. That makes the interview good. And a Big Boy is very good because he respects the people he interviews. So you can feel that. In Combat Jack, he's very knowledgeable about the industry. So when he interviews people, the interviews are very smooth and he knows what to ask. I saw something, and shout out to Lonzo Williams. Lonzo Williams of the World Class Wrecking Crew, he sent me a copy of his book called Not Without Alonzo. NWA, Not Without Alonzo. I read the book in a couple of days. Love the book. Shout out to Lonzo Williams. If you guys go to Amazon.com, get our brother's book. Lonzo Williams from the World Class Wrecking Crew. He was down with Dr. Dre and Yella and all those guys, Easy, before everything blew up. So he was the guy. Lonzo was the go-to guy. So a lot of people kind of write him out of the West Coast history, but the brother, he was very influential in West Coast, the development of the hip-hop game out here. And with Lonzo, the interview with me and Lonzo, a lot of people heard that interview and they would do interviews with Lonzo basically asking him the same thing I was asking, because I know a lot of the people he knows and I know a lot of the stuff he knows and I know about his work. So that made the interview go smooth. And I heard somebody do an interview with Lonzo. I can't think of who it was. It was some kind of blog talk show. And the interview was kind of bad because they didn't know what to ask. And the interview it was the interviewer that was not thorough. Lonzo was good, but the interviewer was not thorough. So you got to be thorough about the people you're interviewing. He said Khloe Kardashian is hustling. You know what's funny about that? Y'all remember when I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, I said Lamar Odom's ass I think he got poison up in that whole house. I think somebody doped him up. I think somebody poisoned that dude. Now, TMZ came out with a story, I think today or yesterday, saying that one of the girls there, because a couple of people done quit. A couple of people done jumped ship from the Hoe House up there. A couple of people done bounced because they know some shit might go down. A few people done said that, hey, Lamar Odom did get drugged. Some people up there saying that he did get drugged. Some of the people who used to work there. I dissed the man. Who did I diss while they were down? Who are you talking about? Bill Methers. Who did I diss while they were down? Yeah, I'm glad Lamar is doing better. I'm glad Lamar is doing better. What's up, Trey? But yeah, some people up there saying that my man is more like they kind of steered him, and they kind of brought some women out there and kind of steered him to those women, and these women are known for being on that bullshit or whatever. So some people up there now saying that there was some foul play going on and he might have been doped up, or he might have been drugged. I said that weeks ago. Ain't nobody gonna go to a Hoe House and overdose. That don't sound right. Nobody's going to go to a Hoe House and overdose. If you overdose at home or around your family or some shit. Let's see who we got here on the phone. Look like somebody from the town. Let me see what this is. This is good-ass ginger beer. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's good, Tariq? This is Chad from Fairfield. I hit you up a while back, but basically is I get a lot of comments from the females. They say that I act too seriously, like they like used to lighten up and shit like that. Is that like how do I take that?
You get cooperation from the females, but they say you need to lighten up.
Oh yeah, the girls be saying like, man, you too straightforward. Like I like emotion and stuff like that. They be saying like you kind of harsh. I don't see it that way. And I'd be taking the game from you too, so I'd be like.
Well, it's very rare that people are going to be saying the same exact thing. Now, how many people have told you this? Because sometimes people will take in something and they hear something and then they apply it to other people. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
So how many people have said this to you?
I would say like six girls, like six females. I fuck with 4 of them, but then 2 of them are like coworkers.
So 6 females have said that basically, and do these 6 females know each other basically?
Oh no, I mean the 2 coworkers, of course, but the other 4 females is just random females that they don't know each other.
Okay, well, you might be coming on kind of hard. You might be coming on kind of scary with the females. You dig? So you might have to tone your game down a little bit, and kind of vibe and feel the women out when you're talking to them. Like, what are some of the things you're saying to the women?
I really, in all honesty, I get straight to the point. Like, when I talk to black women, I be talking about black empowerment, but I really don't. I'm really blunt with it. Like, I don't even, like, I just get straightforward to it and just be like, we need to start building shit like that. And it comes off like I don't know. I feel like it comes off like condescending now that I'm thinking about it. Now that I'm actually
yeah. Some people, man. Look. Some people, man. You can't have conversations with certain people who don't want to have certain type of conversations. You can't force a certain conversation on the people, and that's what it sounds like you're doing. You're like, hey, how you doing, sister? We need to build a community. And she's like, hold on, man. So you got to kind of have that conversation with people who are down to have that conversation. You dig? You just can't bully people into a conversation. You got to fill people out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely. You're definitely right, man.
Yes, indeed. Now, is this you right here?
You watch this video, and you know what? Here's the fuck who she really is. She is a lion. Let me tell you something, Jennifer. You are nothing but a lying, manipulating hoe who is messing with people's emotions and have no remorse for other people's feelings.
Yeah, that's how you step into the women. Can't be stepping to them like that, player. You got to ease that ism into them. Yeah, and you probably talking, you're up in Fairfield, so there's a lot of little Section 8 ratchets up there. Hate to go there. You got a lot of little Section 8 ratchets. So you can't step to some of these little Section 8 ratchets. And that's just what it is. I know that sounds kind of offensive, but you just got to call it for what it is. Some of these people, some of these I spend my last dollar on bundles of weave ass women, you can't have no deep, in-depth conversation with them about building nothing. These I spend my life popping my ass on Instagram, you can't have no real in-depth empowerment conversation with them, dude. You're going to offend them. They're looking at you like, hey, nigga, can you empower me with a blunt? What are we smoking? These are people who are comfortable with being on a plantation. So you can't really have that conversation with them, brother. You dig what I'm saying? Especially at your job, too. You talking about coworkers. Don't have that conversation with these women at your job, these coworkers. You're trying to holler at them. Thank you, Shaq. You're trying to holler at them, and you talking about empowerment and all that at your job. They're going to call human resources and turn you in. They're going to holler at human resources and get you turned in, bro. You dig? Yeah. We don't need all the Negroes. Just like my man, you said Jason Black said that. I agree. We don't need all of them, just the serious ones. And that's the problem. We got this thing where we want to drag everybody along. Had some people arguing with me one time online I was talking about dusty niggas and how I don't want dusty niggas bootlegging my shit. And I don't like dusty niggas and I don't identify with dusty niggas. And then you get all the Negroes, well, we need to teach them. We need to pull them up. And nigga, if you and the dusty nigga don't get the fuck out my face, I ain't pulling up shit. It ain't my job to pull up dusty niggas. We got to get off that bullshit. It ain't our job to pull dusty niggas up. We waste time and energy doing that. Dusty niggas don't want to be pulled up. Everybody can't get saved. Fuck all that. We got to reach one, teach one. Just pull them on up now. All they need is our teaching. And you wasting all your damn time on somebody who don't give a fuck about building nothing. All they're going to do is drag you down, dissipate your energy. I'm cool on dusty niggas. I'm only rocking with people who's already ready to go. I ain't recruiting shit. I'm ready for people who's already ready to roll. That's it. Dusty niggas are the worst. And don't be fooled. Somebody asked me the other day, somebody was asking me on, I think Twitter, somebody was asking me about changing their name. Like, hey man, I want to change my name, to like an African name, and, if I change my name, should I act more conscious? He was asking me something about changing his name and if he should stop smoking weed. I don't know what he was asking me. It was something about him changing his name. And my thing is this, with the name changing thing. Hey, changing your name is cool. But you gotta change your actions first. Be very clear. If you change your name, that's a cool thing. But a lot of black folks get on this thing where they just want to change their name and still do ratchet shit. It don't work like that. You got to change your demeanor. You got to change your spirit. You got to change your attitude. Hey, don't be a dusty nigga named Al-Kebalon walking around here just being dusty. That's the problem. You got dudes out here who just want to change their name and be dusty. So now instead of dusty ass Steve, you're dusty ass Jamal. Instead of bum ass Barry, now you just ratchet ass Rashad. You dig? So I don't give a fuck about a nigga's name, an Africanized name. Let me tell you something. There's a nigga that I hired to do some work recently, a nigga named Kareem, who tried to screw me out of some money. I know you're listening, Kareem. This bitch nigga's name is Kareem. This nigga tried to do some real slick shit. As far as some money, this nigga tried to pull a little whammy. In every picture of this nigga on some hotep shit. So you gotta watch dudes, man, just because they got these names. And I know you're listening, Kareem, you bitch nigga. I should expose this nigga. What's so funny about this Kareem nigga? Because I was going to expose this nigga about trying to fuck around with this paper. I found this bitch nigga. I did some research on his hoe ass. This nigga is on like these websites, like white women for black cock groups on Yahoo. This nigga's on them Yahoo groups looking for white women. Hotep, my name is Raheem. And y'all white bitches choosing, email me. You bullshit ass nigga. And I'm not exaggerating, by the way. I ought to expose this whole ass nigga. You bitch ass. I really ought to expose this whole ass nigga. This nigga did a fuckboy move, man. After I hooked this nigga up and gave him good paper for doing some work for Hidden Colors 4. He does graphic art and all that old stuff. I paid this dude lovely, and he tried to go the extra mile and do some scam shit. This bitch nigga tried to do just to do it. This nigga tried to scam just to do it. So, these old bitch ass niggas with these Kareem and Hashan and all that old shit, don't be fooled by these bitch niggas. Some of them are real ratchet. They haven't changed their actions. And this nigga, I know you're listening too, Kareem. But let me see who we got on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Yeah, this is Ken Steele. What's going on?
Hey, Ken, where you calling from?
I'm calling from Chicago.
There you go. What's on your mind, Ken Steele?
Hey, man. What is that? I was calling because, I run this this group, and I have a lot of, I guess, suspected white supremacists that communicate on my page and that reveal a lot of, interesting information about what they're up to and what they're doing.
Okay.
I was just wondering, how do I maximize what it is that is being revealed to me? Because they'll come up to me, they'll say some, real slick stuff. For instance, one person was asking me, it sounded like to say some slick stuff about voice walking, charging money for information. So he wanted me to start saying some stuff. I want to know, how do I capitalize on these people that are trying to, I guess, go on angles? I don't know exactly what it is that I'm looking at here or dealing with.
Okay, always understand this when you're dealing with suspected white supremacists. Everything they're going to do is going to be an effort to maintain and refine and uphold the system of white supremacy. That's their job.
Right.
That's their duty. And with doing that, most of what they're going to do is sabotage any black progress. Always keep that in mind. And there's a million ways to do this. So what you have to do, knowing their agenda, you have to be in a position to warn black people within your circles, at least, of what's going to happen. And that's what I do a lot of times. When I find out information from the white supremacists and I see what they got going, and when I see that they co-opt black people to do their dirty work, just like with the street harassment thing, my job, I immediately warn black people. That's why most of the shit I say is right. It's found out later on down the line it comes true. So that's your duty. You need to let us know what they got going so that we can start coming up with ways to counter that.
Okay, so this dude, so I don't know, what is snitching? Because, I don't want to snitch on, I don't know, how do I disseminate this information without them knowing that it's me disseminating this information so I don't stop getting it?
Do like they do. Just create different usernames. The white supremacists are very good at hiding behind troll accounts and fake usernames on the internet. They got
Right.
millions of them. You do the same. You do the same, and
Right.
you warn people. That's what they do. You do the same. You dig?
Perfect.
Yeah, and don't worry about
Perfect.
snitching. White
Perfect.
supremacists are the world's biggest snitches. They don't do shit but tell on folks. So it is what
Oh,
it is.
of course.
Yes, indeed. All right, but thanks for the call, fam. Yeah, man. Their job is to maintain white supremacists. White supremacy. All right. New Crispy episode coming up shortly. New Halloween Crispy episode is coming up shortly, fam. Speaking of Halloween, Halloween is next week. All right. I've already told you guys you're about to see a bunch of racist Halloween costumes coming out the woodworks. These white supremacists are going to go all out with the racist Halloween costumes. Oh yeah, I saw that white supremacist female on the bus talking crazy to that dude. I saw that. Yeah, I got a toothpick. I ate some pizza. My wife bought pizza. But you got to understand how these white supremacists get down and where they're coming from. And once you understand what their ultimate agenda is, which is to maintain white supremacy, you can see and understand all the shit that they do. Just like, y'all remember on my last podcast, I told people I did a whole show about these apocalyptic movies and these science fiction movies like Star Wars, and I talked about the racial undertones of these movies. I was just talking about how the white supremacists, they do not like black people in the lead of movies like Star Wars and these apocalyptic movies, because these movies are made to maintain and give code words and codes to the white supremacists in order to survive. And a few days after I talked about the racial undertones under these movies like Star Wars, over in Sweden, there was a white supremacist who dressed up like Darth Vader and started killing black people. He went to a school and started targeting the black people at this school. This happened a couple of days after I did that show, talking about the racial motivation behind these movies and why the white supremacists hold these movies so dear. Especially movies like Star Wars. And it's not a coincidence that Star Wars, they've announced these black actors in the lead, and these white supremacists are tripping out to the point where they went out and committed murder. They take this shit very seriously. This motherfucker dressed up like Darth Vader and went out killing folks. Black folks. Understand this, man. Look at Star Wars. The movie Star Wars, I want y'all to really look at Star Wars. The white supremacists love that movie. The nerds, the white supremacist nerds. And I talked about After Earth. That's why After Earth, they don't like no black folks being the head honchos in the future or in some type of apocalypse. If black people are running things, that means that white society has failed. So they're real funny style about black people running shit in the future or running shit on other planets. Now look at Star Wars. Star Wars has so many white supremacist codes in it. Star Wars is really based on the Nazis. Star Wars is really based on the Nazis. Look at the symbolism of Star Wars. Even Darth Vader. Darth Vader, his outfit. What's up, Ola? Shout out to Ola. Yeah, they don't fuck around with Star Wars. That's their shit. But Star Wars is based on the Nazis in Germany. Darth Vader has that hat, that helmet, looks like one of the Nazi soldier helmets. The name Vader is really German. Look at the symbolism here. Vader is German for father. It's spelled different. V-A-T-E-R. I think it's Vader like that. But the name Vader is a variation of the word the German word father. I'm breaking this shit down. Darth Vader was supposed to represent Hitler. Star Wars has something called stormtroopers. In Nazi Germany, they had the secret police called stormtroopers in Nazi Germany. There's so many symbolisms in that shit. It represents Nazi Germany. Yeah, and the stormtroopers are literally white. So the white supremacists, they understand the code. See, they pick up on codes fast. They understand the codes. They understand those codes, man. Look it up. Look up the word. Do a Google Translate search. Father. The word father in German is Vater. Oh yeah, Anthony Browder, he's good at breaking these movies down. Anthony Browder, he gave me a video of himself, of him breaking down the show Empire. He broke that shit down cold. But yeah, see, black folks, we don't get the codes in the movies. It just goes past us. We take shit literally. But the white supremacists, they get the codes. So that's why they'll suspend disbelief for a whole bunch of shit until there's a black person in it. That's why they were tripping out about Idris Elba in that Thor movie. Y'all remember that? Because that Thor, that whole Nordic god, that's some old Aryan nation shit too, right there. Thor, that goes back to that Aryan god bullshit, the blonde, blue-eyed gods, that Aryan nation myth. So they're real funny style about that too. That's why they tripped out when Idris Elba played that guard for the planet in the movie Thor. Because what's interesting, the white supremacists, they could believe everything else was believable. A motherfucker flying through the universe with a hammer? Oh yeah, believable. Somebody going through different galaxies? Oh yeah, believable. A black man guarding the planet? Hey, what is this bullshit? Come on, that's unbelievable. That's not realistic. A black man running a planet? Oh yeah, I believe Thor can beat you and has a magic hammer. Yeah, I believe that. But a nigga running a planet? Oh, come on, who wrote this? Now you want to get into the whole belief? Yeah. Fantastic Four with Michael B. Jordan. The white supremacists made that shit flop. They made that shit flop. The Negro, you're not supposed to be a superhero. They don't play around with their superheroes in their fantasy. They do not play around with that. Say Lando from Star Wars ran his own planet, but he was a secondary Negro. That nigga was secondary. He wasn't running the show. He wasn't the lead. But understand, and I broke that down on my last podcast, how with Hunger Games, they didn't like the fact that there was a black girl who was supposed to be white. They don't like those Negroes running things in the future. They don't like you running things in the future because they got to be the one surviving. It's all about the white supremacists saving the universe. It's all about them being in charge and being in control if they're on another planet or if they're in an apocalypse. Now, this is the thing. If a black person is involved, the black person always has to sacrifice himself for white society. If there's a black person, if you look at some of these apocalyptic movies, just like The Walking Dead, the black people, and I talked about this on my last show, like on Walking Dead, you had this big old brother named Tariq, and you had T-Dog, big old, just big corn-fed niggas who basically sat around babysitting. And all of them, they would get killed trying to save the white people. Like, they getting ate up. Shit! Run! Just go! You know, they getting ate up saving the white people. You dig? Just like, look at the movie I Am Legend. Look at I Am Legend. Now, Will Smith carried the whole movie. Will Smith, black man, was basically the last man on earth, carried the whole movie. But then they found out there was some other people somewhere. And at the end of the movie, Will Smith sacrificed himself and basically killed himself to save white humanity. So that's why they could accept the I Am Legend. They accepted I Am Legend because Will Smith killed himself at the end. You dig? Nigga, I'd never seen Green Mile. I saw the ending of it not too long ago. And the ending was enough for me. I just saw this big old nigga crying, talking like a slave, and end up getting killed. I'm like, okay, I don't even want to know what this shit was about. I'm cool. I was just cool on that. I saw the very ending on TV the other day. This big nigga dying, sacrificing himself for white folks. That's what they always got us doing that. I Am Legend was a remake. It was a remake of a movie called Omega Man from the early 1970s. And what's interesting, in the movie Omega Man with Charlton Heston, the zombies were basically, there was a lot of black folks with afros and shit running around. It was real crazy. So again, the black people, if they're running things or seemingly running things in a movie that's science fiction, they're usually sacrificing themselves. They're going to end up dying to save white humanity. That's what they want us to do. Just like with Walking Dead. You got the Negro being nonviolent. Ooh, I don't want to kill nobody. Ooh, I don't want to hurt nobody. He's the moral voice, while the people in white society, they're more practical. They're doing anything they need to do to survive. So those are little code words. Yeah, the Green Mile looked like some Magic Negro shit. What's going on? Who's calling?
Hey, man, this is Akin from Austin, Texas.
What's up, man? How you doing, fam?
Hey, I'm good, bro.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, I was listening to the show just now, and you were talking about how, they never really had black superheroes. But they had Blade, man. Blade was a black character, and he kind of led the whole thing.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Blade, they didn't want to make Blade. They did not want to make Blade, and Wesley Snipes was kind of, hey, let's do this. You know, it went through the Arm & Ra company, so that was some shit they were just going to throw together and just to see what happened, and it ended up taking off. The movie took off, and what happened when Blade got successful, what did they do?
They kind of made it, it's like the third one sucked.
They made Wesley Snipes the co-star of his own fucking franchise. They never done that, I don't think, in the history of movies. If something's broke, if something ain't broke, you don't fix it. If something is not broke, you never fix it. They made Wesley Snipes a damn sidekick in his own franchise. They put two white characters in the forefront and made him a sidekick, and he's like, hey, fuck this shit. And that's why they shitted on Wesley in the industry. Now he's just now making a comeback. So Blade is a good example of how white supremacy works. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Thanks, man.
All right, man. Thanks for the call, brother. Yeah, Blade is a good example. Blade was the shit. But it was a surprise hit. They didn't know it was going to pop off like that. And they said, oh, shit, wait a minute. We got this black dude, and they had to... That's why they got in on Wesley. We got a black dude who got this mega successful franchise. Now he going to start calling shots. So they threw a monkey wrench in the Blade series. They threw a wrench in the Blade series. You don't never do that on a hot series like that, a hot brand like that. But in order to maintain white supremacy, they'll do that. Y'all, Wesley didn't like that. Blade 1 and 2 was great. That third one was it was horrible. It was horrible and insulting. Hancock, that's another one. Hancock, which was a comedy, but it was about a superhero who was a bum. So that right there, he was a superhero who was a bum, whose weakness was white women. That shit was all over the place. That shit was all over the place. All right, we in here heavy. We are in here heavy. All right, family, are you guys... Wait, speaking of lectures, by the way, my lecture, I'm going to be in Toledo, Ohio, November 14th. Get tickets at TariqLive.com. Get tickets at TariqLive.com. TariqLive.com to join me in Toledo, Ohio, Saturday, November 14th, which is in a couple of weeks from now. All right? So you guys ready for a brand new Crispy Show episode? I'm going to play that in a minute. I'm going to play the brand new Crispy episode for Halloween. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like that Catwoman movie either with Halle Berry. A lot of folks didn't like that either. They don't like you fucking with their shit. They'll make your shit flop. Just like Paul Mooney talks about this. The Wizard of Oz, when they made The Wiz, some of y'all old enough to remember that, but when they made a black version of The Wizard of Oz, that shit flopped. Now, a lot of black folks, we know The Wiz and we like the movie The Wiz, but commercially, that movie was a flop. People in the dominant society, they're like, oh no, what is this nigga shit? Y'all fucking with our fantasy. We can't have niggas in the land of Oz. No. We can deal with a scarecrow and a talking lion and a tin man, but niggas? No, not niggas. The Wiz was a flop. Yeah, The Wiz was the shit, though. I love that movie. I saw it as a kid. The Wiz was the shit. No, The Wiz didn't suck. It was the shit. The music was great. You had Diana Ross, who was the shit at the time. You had Michael, who was killing the game. Oh, yeah, that Annie movie flopped, too. Yeah, they don't like you messing with their fantasies. All right, y'all. All right, here we go, y'all. Brand new episode of The Crispy Show. Let's get ready. All right, let me let everybody know that a brand new Crispy Show episode is going down right now. Hold on one second. Let me let people know on Twitter. Hold on. Tune in now. You stream. Hold on. All right. I just put a tweet up. All right. So, here we go. Hold, let me get this phone call real quick. Hold on. I see somebody in LA. What's up? Who's calling?
Oh, hey, Tariq. This is Rob from San Diego.
All right, Rob, what's going on? What's on your mind?
Just a few things. First of all, get this out of the way. Crazy how you talk about cold, like how white supremacy and cold. I remember one of my favorite shows was Dragon Ball Z. And, what?
Okay, brother. Hey, call back. Okay. I don't know what he was talking about. My man got confused, so can't slow the show up, fam. All right? Can't slow the show up. Anyway, now here we go, y'all. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Band goes off. All right. Let's get it in. All right, here we go, y'all. Here's a brand new episode of The Crispy Show. Y'all ready? This is for Halloween. All right? So, Without further ado, new Crispy Show now.
You want to see a person who hates his race and you're looking high and low? Well, look no further, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Crispy Show.
What up, everybody?
What up, everybody? It's your boy Crispy, everybody. Right now, everybody, I'm in the basement of a haunted struggle mansion, everybody. And it's real scary down here, everybody. There's a lot of stuff down here that's scaring the shit out of me, everybody. What's that noise, everybody? I need to go investigate these noises I'm hearing, everybody. I'm trying to document all of this, everybody. Oh, God. Oh, God. There's noises coming from that closet, everybody. I'm so scared, everybody. I need to investigate, everybody. Oh, I'm so scared, everybody. Oh, let's see what's in here, everybody. What's this, everybody? A child support notice. I'm so scared, everybody. I'm in a haunted mansion, and I'm so scared, everybody. These ghosts and demons all over the place, everybody. What's that noise, everybody? I gotta go look in this other closet, everybody. I'm so scared, everybody. Oh, God. What's that, everybody? What's that? Oh no, everybody! A raggedy black bitch, everybody! I'm in another bedroom in the haunted struggle mansion, everybody. There's so many strange things happening in here, everybody. Why is it happening to me, everybody? What's that sound coming from under the bed, everybody? I need to go investigate, everybody. I'm so scared, everybody. These strange sounds. Oh no, everybody. Let me look, everybody. Oh no. It's a man's control gel for my hairline, everybody. Hell no. Oh no, I had to get out that haunted mansion, everybody. Oh, I had to go, everybody. I was scared as hell, everybody. Wait a minute. I feel strange, everybody. I feel weird, everybody. Oh no, everybody. I think I'm possessed, everybody. I think the spirit got me, everybody. Don't look at me, everybody. Go away, everybody. Don't look at me, everybody. Everybody. Go away, everybody. Watch me do the moonwalk in my tap shoes, everybody. Excuse me, are you Crispy? Yeah, I'm Crispy, everybody. Well, Crispy, you have another child support notice right here. I'm serving you. Demon, I rebuke you, everybody!
Oh, Crispy, he got possessed by the hair demon. Oh, you see the moonwalk though? The moonwalk killed it though. The moonwalk was killing it though. The Crispy got it in with that moonwalk though. They call it the coon walk. Oh God. Crispy got it in with the coon walk. Man. Let me give y'all the link to that. Share that on your page. You gotta share the new. You gotta share the new Crispy episode on your page. So let me put the link up. Hold on one second. Let me allow links. Allow links. All right. Oh man, there you go. That's the new Crispy episode. He's running from child support, black chicks, and edge control jail. All right, that's the link. Share that on your page. Share the new Crispy episode on your Twitter and your Facebook page. The moonwalk was killing it. Crispy was getting it in with that moonwalk. Man. Yeah, how did I get? Yeah, that was deep with his brother on the show. There's so much other stuff that his brother told me, man. That human Crispy is that's a despicable nigga, man. Some of the shit that he's done is just really despicable. But hey, it is what it is. All right, let's see who we got on the phone. Hey, what's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's going on, Tariq? This is Tom from Atlanta.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Yeah, man, not much. Listen, I have to ask you a question.
Go ahead,
we normally talk about on the show how we need to control our black dollar
yes,
in the black community. Now, I'm just wondering if we do ultimately achieve that goal, a lot of other races get rich off of us.
Yeah.
So do you think that it would lead to a possible war?
Well, the thing is, sir, when it comes to war, they're already waging it on us. That's the thing. We keep talking about possible war. Dude, they can pick us off anytime they feel like it. We get shot and killed by state-sanctioned race soldiers at any given moment, dude. So, and they're not getting punished. So that's war. We don't understand that we're already in war. So we got to stop being on this scared that they're going to get us. They're already getting us. Even if we do nothing, they're going to get us, the white supremacists, because the system calls for that. So you might as well empower yourself. Don't worry about what other people are going to do as a reaction. Because if you empower yourself, they might do something. If you don't, they're going to do something. You understand? Black people think, well, okay, if I just stay in the projects and just do nigga shit and just buck dance and coon and all that old shit and smoke and drink and fuck, they'll leave me alone. And that's not the case. That's just going to make you a bigger target. You dig?
Okay. All right. Yeah, most definitely.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate your time, man. Thank you.
No doubt, brother. All right, I got to watch, speaking of Walking Dead, I got to watch Walking Dead. I got to watch that and see what goes on this episode, fam. All right, y'all, let me get out of here. I know I told you it's going to be a quick show, basically an hour show. But anyway, y'all, I got to get out of here. Go to TariqLive.com, get tickets to join me in Toledo.